Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how to change your front brakes on your C6 Corvette and all the tools you're going to need. So I'm going to be putting on a set of hocks. You guys will do whatever you guys choose and you like. So you're going to need a 15mm socket, and you're going to need an 18mm wrench, a trouble light, and a C-clamp. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do this. Doesn't take that long. Okay, so hi everybody. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen up these bolts on the back. So it's the one right in line here on the brake caliper. So you're going to put the wrench on the one side. You should be able to get it off a bit. And then you're going to need a wrench on the bolt on this side. Okay, so just loosen it off so you can do it with your finger. Then you're going to do the same thing to the bottom. Hence the trouble light. Okay, so you take the bottom bolt all the way out. It's just a little bolt. Oh, one of the things I did forget to tell you guys, you're going to need a little bit of blue Loctite. And then you take the top one off. Watch you don't drop your caliper because you don't want to damage your brake line. Just pull it over a bit, squeeze in the cylinder, and that's it. It just comes right off. I just rest it up here for now, out of the way. Then you take your brake pads and they just pop off. And that's it. So my brake pads aren't too bad. Well, actually they are pretty bad. So they're pretty thin when you compare them to the new ones. So a set of hocks. So they're about time to get replaced. Okay, so with the hawk pads or any pads, you have your little wear indicator. Basically this makes a little squealing sound when it hits the rotor. So when the brakes are going, it'll go yee. And that's when you know it's time to change your brakes. So get the back one off. And there's the little wear indicator on this one. Okay, so you see the way they were facing. This one was on the bottom, on the inside. So I'm going to put the same ones in the same place, hopefully. Yep. So I got that one out of there. And I got the new front one out of there. So here's the new front one. So you can clean this all up with a wire brush, each in here, clean them up. But I had my brakes apart recently because I was working on my car, so I already cleaned all this, cleaned it up. I'm going to do my calipers and color them and paint them later, but I just want to get my car functioning properly. So that goes on there. And then the same for the other side. And that's them. So now what you gotta do, you gotta get the cylinders back in. So basically these pistons need to be recessed. So what I do is I take a brake pad and I take that C-clamp that I showed you guys in the picture. Open it up. I'm hoping this is the right size one. I didn't check it. So then you're gonna basically squeeze the cylinders in. The only thing you guys will have to worry about is your brake reservoir. If you were filling it up because these were low, it might overflow. But I'm not too concerned about that right now. So then you just keep squeezing it in. Move over to the next one. That's pretty much it. Yeah, the cylinders are fully compressed. So just make sure that nothing's damaged. You do not want to damage the boots on it. And then the next thing you're going to do, so you have these ready, check to make sure it fits. That goes on no problem. Okay, then you're going to take some of your bearing head lube, as they call it, grease pack. So you're going to take these, which are inside here. These help the piston slide back and forth, so that way it's just not the piston on one side squeezing. So you pull these off. Okay, so you're going to open this up, pull these out, and you're going to stick a little grease on them. Make sure it's well greased, because you do not want to get these seized. That's what a lot of the problem is people have with the brakes, is these will seize up because most people don't do this. You just pop it back in, make sure it seats. A little boot seats on, give it a spin, even move it back and forth a bit. Do the same thing on the bottom one. Guaranteed when you bring your brakes into a dealership or whatever, they don't do this. They just throw your pads on, call it a day. Okay, same thing. Put it back in. Make sure the boot seats. You can hear it squeeze on. Give it a couple spins. And you're good. Okay, so now you're going to put your brakes back on. You're going to put the bolts back in. Okay, so you're going to want to take some blue Loctite. You're going to want to get your caliper back. Put it on, put it in place. You can hold it however you want. Stick a bolt in, whatever you do. I'm just holding it with my knee. You take your bolt. Put a little dab of blue Loctite, which apparently I need another tube of it. Oh, there you go. A little dab of blue Loctite. Line the bolt up. Just finger tight for now. You're going to do the same to the bottom one. Finger tight. You're going to take your wrenches. Okay, you're supposed to torque these down. If I remember correctly, I think these are 23 to 30 foot-pounds. Not 100% sure right now, but that's what you want to do. You don't want to over-tighten them. Just from tightening stuff, I pretty much know what's about what. But I will give them a check with a torque wrench just to make sure that they're done properly as well. So same to the bottom, you gotta use your wrench to hold it. Same to the bottom. That's it. So that's all it is. So I'm gonna go grab the torque wrench. I'm gonna check these with the torque wrench, and that's all there is to putting your brakes on. When you get in your car, you're gonna have no brakes. The pedal will be really soft. So make sure you're not gonna drive anywhere. Do both sides, get in your car, make sure it's in park. Pump the brake a few times to move forward and backwards. And that's all she is. You're done, put the wheel on, put the bolts back on, and you're good to go. Brand new brake pads. Hope this helps.